Friday. It is just before 7 a.m. Got the tent all packed up, and now it is time to start hiking. It is going to be a beautiful morning. It was chilly last night. Ooh, boy. I guess it's been a while since I slept up at 8,000 feet. Man, look at that sunrise though. Oh my gosh. Should be a pretty short day today, getting into Lordsburg. Oh man, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right guys, I'm gonna hop off. All right, folks, lesson number 6 that I learned hiking long distance trails. There is a thought that if you come out to the trail to solve something, it's going to give you time and space to solve it. That's very true. Now, here's the secret about this. Most people that come out here to, quote, solve something usually do not, and there's a reason behind that. There is a lot to do out here. There's the physical difficulty of through hiking, which is significant, where you just don't have the mental energy to necessarily problem solve in that type of way with a problem that you brought with you from off trail. Also, there's a lot to do out here. There's just the aspect of through hiking, and when you get into town, generally you're more focused on town chores and everything else. There's also the social interaction aspect. It's really easy to get distracted and never really consider what it was that initially brought you out to the trail. We've had a number of friends on the AT and out here on the CDT, and they'll talk about, well, I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing after the trail, and I'm going to think about it while I hike. And you ask them at the end, like, hey, what are you going to do? And they go, oh crap, I never actually thought of it. Because it's just so easy to get caught up in things out here. And I'm not saying everyone is that way. There are absolutely people that come out here and are looking for answers, and they find answers. But the caveat to that is it may not even be answers to the question that they were asking. That the journey brought them truths from something else. And that was my approach to this hike, was that I realized, it's like, well, I probably will get busy and distracted, and I won't necessarily solve something a problem I bring to the trail. So I'm going to take an approach of letting the lessons come to me. And that's worked out really well, and just let things kind of rise naturally. Now, I'm not saying that I'm special or that I've got it figured out. That was just my approach to it. And I'm not saying that people don't solve problems that they come out here to solve. But odds are, it's probably not going to happen. And there's so many other lessons that you may learn while you're out here. So there's the big secret. If you bring a problem to the trail, odds are you're not going to solve it. But you will get paid back. And lessons that you probably didn't expect that are just as valuable as what you came out here to solve. All right, y'all, hopping off. So at a lot of these trailheads or markers that you'll see, it'll say CDNST instead of CDT. And that just means Continental Divide National Scenic Trail, because I believe that's how it's codified in the funding piece. So they've just got to call it the CDNST, whereas it's more commonly referred to as the CDT. But it makes sense. I mean, you're going to go by the name that it's being funded by. And I believe there is a water cache and potentially trail magic hiding out over here in this corner. Let's have a look. Alrighty. I believe we found it here. This is definitely the water cache. Oh, interesting. Got a sleeping pad here. That's really kind. Have a nice seat. And let's see what we got going on here. Oh, wow. A bunch of dried goods, some first aid. I see instant coffee down in there. Yeah, it's a regular hiker box. Oh, that's an unopened Dr. Pepper hiding out right there. Might have to... Oh, hang on. I think there's a whole thing. I think that may be why this is here. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, there's a couple in there. Oh, give it a try. Get a little bit of water. Man, whoever maintains this and left this, thank you so much. Alrighty, we made it into Lordsburg thanks to a hitch from a kind woman named Britt. Huge thank you, Britt. And we got a package here at the Comfort Inn and Suites. So we're going to see if they've got that and then pick that up, see if I can't do an early check-in. And then walk right next door to that McDonald's that I just showed you and destroy some food. And then get to video editing, man. I gotta catch up. I am way freaking behind right now. And I really don't want to be editing videos after I finish this hike. So let's get these chores done, guys. Hey, we got all checked into the hotel. Now it's time to destroy some food. Alright, gonna run to the store, get a couple snacks, and then walk back over. It's back to McDonald's again. That's pretty much the closest thing here. Alright, let's find some snacks in here. I was having issues with these waders. The strap on the bottom of them that holds the actual gaiter down to the shoe, so this guy right here, so basically keeps it attached to your shoe, and otherwise it just starts to ride up. You can see it a little bit better here, but there's that little strap underneath that goes underneath your shoe, and if that's not on there, this back starts to rise up, and eventually it gets over the heel here, and it kind of defeats the purpose of even having these gaiters. So one of the straps broke on my other one, and I decided to go with a Velcro solution for the next couple days because it's going to be very sandy. So all I did was went to the Family Dollar and got a hook and loop fastener accessories kit and just attached, the male and female squares onto the shoe. So I've just got one glued here, and then on the inside of the gaiter, you've got the other side of it. So it should, in theory, stick it onto the shoe. So we'll see how it works out. I'll give you guys a report tomorrow while I'm hiking. Hey, good evening, folks. Go ahead and do the closeout for today. Woke up on the very last 8,000 foot mountain of the trail. It actually got pretty cold up there, which was fantastic, actually. It was great for sleeping. I don't really enjoy it when I ended up sweating all through the night. I don't sleep super great, so it's really nice when you can get a little bit cooler weather down here. And yeah, get some good sleep. Trail wasn't bad. It was basically just descending from that 8,000 foot peak all the way down to where I hit the road. And it was nice. Sunrise was beautiful. The rest of the day wasn't too bad. It's definitely getting hot for me. Once again, there's like a big caveat there. I've gotten used to living in Alaska and not having a ton of heat, so when it gets around like 70 degrees, it feels like I'm melting, which is also nice. I mean, it sure as heck beats freezing up on a ridgeline, so I've enjoyed it. It's nice to get warmth once again. I was able to get into town pretty quickly thanks to a hitch from Britt. You were freaking awesome. And got set up in the hotel. They let me do an early check-in, which was wonderful. And then I knocked out a couple videos and ate a good amount of McDonald's. I'm so ready to eat fresh food. Oh my goodness. It's nice being able to eat whatever you want, whenever you want. But I am very ready to eat some real food. I've had some really good food on this trip, but I'm ready to permanently eat some good healthy food, something fresh once I get back. But the plan is to wake up around 6 a.m. tomorrow and get everything packed up and head out. It should be about 3 28-mile days to get to the border, and I think I'm going to try to do a little bit more the first 2 days, so my summit day, or the end of the trail day, is a little bit shorter because I'll be meeting my ride at the monument at 3 p.m. So I don't want to be walking too terribly far with those time constraints. Overall, a lovely last town stay. It's just crazy to say this is it. This is the very last one. Man. Huh. Where'd the time go? All right, guys. I'll see you in the morning.